Research has shown that high levels of poverty and deprivation impact young people's education and future prospects. Indeed, participation in education, employment or training among 16 to 19-year-olds is lower in Dundee compared to the national average. In a recent survey of third and fourth year pupils, 8.9% of young people said that they often go to bed or school hungry. 27.1% of children under 16 in Dundee live in poverty. Dundee City Council's Community Learning and Development Service work with young people across Dundee to deliver learning opportunities and activities in their schools and in their communities, with a particular focus on areas of the city with the highest levels of deprivation.
The kind of world of pupil support is enormous, and CLD play a major role within that. There's a whole range of youth work that they do, from supporting young people's health and well-being to supporting them to achieve that particular qualification that will support them into a positive destination.
Whatever the young person's needs are, we could offer it. So whether it be either isolated, sitting in the house playing computer games all day, we could work on something to help that. Or it might be their resilience or confidence, it could even be communication skills, or they're vaping a lot, or they might be going down the wrong path and we start taking drugs and smoking a lot of weed. Anything that we could do, it's all needs led to the young people. So we've got, like I say, we've got 4 or 5 programmes going on at one time every day, and at night time we've actually got something on every night, and they get their tea as well, so they get a hot meal, so I think that makes a difference as well.
It helps us be more confident around like coming into like club and stuff like that. It takes you out of your comfort zone a bit. It makes you do stuff that like you would never do.
Being more mature, social anxiety.
Does it help with your social anxiety, you think?
Yeah.
Being here, yeah? Yeah, it makes a big difference in them, and come every week, they're committed.
How many have you got? You can get 4 in one, no?
Yeah.
Leon, push it to the very back.
And they get different roles, might be doing the dishes, doing the cooking, and it's all learning life skills as well, and I think they'll all be good professionals when they're older.
It's helping me right now, because I had an interview to do John Clark training, which means I can get an apprenticeship at the end of it.
I think there was 8 of them got interviews, only 2 spots.
So I went in, and then they were like, what do you do in your spare time and why would you want to come? I mentioned my volunteering, and they said they really liked it, and then I got it. And
it was supposedly between him and another boy. That's what John Clark told the school, and because he showed the certificate and showed how passionate he was about his volunteering, he got the place over someone else, so I think it was amazing.
Claire Spencer works at the Rockwell Learning Centre, supporting children and young people who have been disengaged from full-time mainstream education.
Well, my experience would be that 5 days a week for young people just repeatedly coming in and doing the same thing, it can be too much. So being able to provide that broader experience for young people, I think just really helps them, you know, it gives them space to manage their emotions, it gives them space to learn about emotions.
What CLD can bring is an alternate provision that supports the young people being able to get into their school week for that week, supports them and gives them an opportunity to chat, to express how they're feeling in a more informal environment perhaps, explore learning in a slightly different way. So it absolutely adds to the curriculum that schools are trying to create.
Like, what's the minimum we want our young people to leave with in order to kind of give them currency for the next stage in their life? And, you know, for some, that's not an academic qualification, it's not a national qualification, but it might be a Saltire Award, it might be a Duke of Edinburgh Award, it might be ASDAN. And so we've worked, I guess, with CLD on one of those strands to try to get accreditation for the young people, and they're really motivating and driving those young people for purposeful engagement.
Youth work is about meeting young people where they're at, both physically and emotionally. Youth work can change the course of a young person's life, helping them to gain essential life skills, overcome barriers, and unlock potential.
Alyssa has been volunteering for around 2 or 3 years. She was a very, very shy girl when she first started coming to evening provision.
I was 100% a shy person. I just kept to myself. I liked keeping to who I know and what I know. I think it's definitely giving me my confidence, because I was not confident when I first started. I was very hesitant, but now I can definitely just go up and start a conversation and I could lead activities, and it sort of helped me in school with like engaging with new groups as well. And I love engaging with the kids as well, because it's just so nice to see them, like helping them like push through their own comfort zone as well.
I never really knew what youth work was when I was younger. I knew youth workers, but I never knew that's what they were. And then I was starting to like slip off at school a little bit, and then I got put into a programme called Blast Off. The youth worker that was there, she was like, you should do some volunteering. So I went up to St Mary's Community Centre and I volunteered, and it just, honestly, it changed my life. I was like, this is what I want to do for work. And I was like 15. I went and studied psychology at uni and counselling, because that like sort of crosses over the skills a little bit, and I enjoyed helping young people and like getting the support that I felt like I had a lot of mental health issues when I was younger, and I felt like the youth workers really did just like, it's like they took me under their wing and like built up my confidence to make me feel like I could actually be a human being.
Our vision for Dundee is that we will be a caring city which has tackled the root causes of poverty and delivered fairness in outcomes, education and health. As a council, we are focused on narrowing the attainment gap for more vulnerable or disadvantaged children growing up in Dundee. As Dundee continues its ambitious transformation into a growing city on a journey of major economic, social and cultural development, it is important that we invest in supporting children and young people in the city to progress into learning and employment.
They don't feel as much pressure was, and I think they build relationships easier because we are more relaxed with them rather than in a teaching setting.
They are as much a part of our pupil support team as, you know, anybody that is here on a day-to-day basis.
Young people need the service. I'm an example of that. If I didn't have a youth worker come and give me those opportunities or show me what potential I had in myself, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
To find out more about youth work in Dundee, contact 01382 435 808 or visit your local community centre and ask about youth work.